You ever hear about the Metrodome? The Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome? First off, great name. Sounds like a guy who ran a bake sale and lost a Senate race. But this wasn't just a stadium. It was a spaceship, a balloon, a stadium, and a hockey arena, all duct taped together and called multi-purpose. We're going to get into the Metrodome and the dazzling history it has behind it. Make sure to like and subscribe. They say it was multi-purpose, but what does that really mean? It means it didn't do any of the things well. Baseball? Sure. Football? Kinda. Monster truck rallies? Why not? It was the Swiss Army knife of sports venues. But with like two rusty tools and a toothpick that pokes you in the eye. The construction began in December 1979 and was completed in just over 2 years, with the total cost coming to approximately $68 million. A pretty penny. They opened their doors in 1982 when the crack era was just hitting, right in the heart of Minneapolis, where the weather has two moods, frozen apocalypse or mosquito Armageddon. And they go, let's put a Teflon roof dome on it. Supported by AIR, what could go wrong? It's the most Minnesotan solution ever. Let's beat the cold by literally sealing ourselves in with hot breath and prayers. And that roof? Teflon-coated fiberglass. Air-supported, which means if two people open a door at the same time, whoosh, you're gone. Flying out like a bat out of hell. They had airlocks. You needed a NASA-style decompression chamber to watch a ball game. Oh, and during games, pop flies would disappear. You'd be like, hey, where'd that ball go? And it'd just vanish into the white void of the ceiling like it was raptured. The other team's left fielder is just spinning in circles like he's chasing a ghost. That wasn't a stadium. That was an existential crisis in fabric form. You went there to watch baseball and left questioning the very concept of roofs. But, look, I'll give the Dome this. It brought the noise. 1987, first World Series win for the Twins in like 6 decades. Place was a lunatic asylum. 7 games, chaos every night. You had the roof amplifying every sound. It didn't echo. It just screamed back at you. The Dome weaponized noise, and that's right. Other teams came in like, why does it sound like I'm playing baseball in a jet engine? You couldn't hear yourself think. The Dome didn't have acoustics. It had sonic aggression. Then you got 1991, the GOAT of World Series. Kirby Puckett's walk-off in Game 6, straight-up movie scene stuff. The place could have collapsed right then, and people would have cheered on the way down. And then Game 7, 1-0, 10 innings. It wasn't baseball. That was psychological warfare. Jack Morris out there just sweating glory, and we haven't even gotten to the weird stuff. Like Joe Niekro, the guy got tossed for literally pulling an emery board out of his pocket on the mound. What was the plan there, Joe? You think the ump's gonna see that and be like, oh, he's just sanding down the seams mid-game, that's fine. And how about those center field speakers? Justin Morneau hit a ball off the ceiling speakers in 2007. A home run. In what other stadium do you get a ground rule double for hitting the sound system? Oh, and the Dome was modular. They had these seats on tracks. So Monday night you're watching the Vikings, then boom, Tuesday it's the Twins, then high school wrestling, then a Van Halen concert, then monster trucks. It was like a stadium with a split personality. The seats moved more than the players. You show up to a ball game and go, hey, wasn't this where the end zone was last night? Nope, now it's left field. Enjoy your view of second base from the parking lot. But then, 2010, the Dome finally tapped out. Too much snow. The roof tears like a napkin at a BBQ. Pfft. Collapses right onto the field. And nobody was even surprised. Minnesota goes, yeah, we knew it was coming. Like they got the call from the roof in the middle of the night. I can't do this anymore. And what did it in? Snow. In Minnesota. That's like a toaster catching fire because of toast. Like, this is your one job. So the Twins finally say goodbye. Last season in '09. Final game. Saying goodbye to the weirdest damn building they ever loved. Then they move to Target Field. Open air, natural grass, beautiful views. It's modern, it's classy, but it ain't got the soul. Target Field's like your second wife. Elegant, practical, loves brunch. But your first wife, the Metrodome. She was wild. She screamed at the TV, drank too much at weddings, and once caught fire at a monster truck show. And you still think about her every time it snows. The Metrodome was ugly. It was chaotic. It was cold in the hallways and swampy inside. But damn it, it gave us memories, real ones. The kind that stick with you, like hot dog grease on a plastic seat. It may be gone, but the Metrodome lives on. In weird highlight reels, broken eardrums, and every pop fly that still hasn't landed. Smash that like button, subscribe for more rants and nostalgia, and remember, never trust a roof you can deflate.